Fantasy Fixer sits in with the Cleveland Browns. They struggled through an AFC North season, finishing 7-10, but they put all their chips in the Deshaun Watson basket, hoping that spurs a turnaround in the future. All right, Dwayne, first step for the Browns. Is it as simple as saying Deshaun Watson needs to go back to being Deshaun Watson again?
Yeah, Marcus. For the Browns, it's really that simple. When you've invested as much as you have in Watson, you have got to get improved play. He ranked 35 out of 37 PFF quarterbacks in passing, so it was his worst year by far of his career. Yeah, we saw his average time to throw balloon to 3.3 seconds, so whether that's due to rust, missing all the time, whether it's due to learning the new scheme, I don't know, but it led to a lot of additional pressures. 34% of the pressures he owned. The average NFL quarterback only owns 14%, so he clearly was not seeing the field as well. That led to a career low 58% completion rate, and his average yards per attempt were also a career low at 6.5. And Marcus, it wasn't for a lack of trying. Kevin Stefanski and co. actually tried to do some things that fit what Watson had historically done well. They used a lot of play action, 30% of the time. But one thing I did notice, they did not attack the intermediate area of the field, so 10 to 19 yards or 20 plus yards down the field as often. Now, whether that was due to the personnel, due to the scheme, it's hard to say, but he had a career low 8% of his passes go 20 plus yards or more. So for them to improve, they're going to have to find ways to get Watson comfortable and help him attack those intermediate and deep areas of the field.
When you talk about getting Deshaun Watson comfortable, how much of that has to do with maybe upgrading the personnel around him?
Yeah, Marcus, I do think that the talent around him is part of it. Now, Amari Cooper's a really good player, but where is he best? Short to intermediate. He can attack those slants, those deep dig routes, things like that, but he's not going to really hit you over the top. Donovan Peoples-Jones has done some nice things, but he's really turned into more of a contested, ball player down the field, but it's not something where his average depth of target is always deep. He's not really going to burn you, so he really looks more like a possession receiver at this point in his career. So there's a couple of ways that the Browns can go here. Yeah, they don't have that first round capital because they've traded it all away for Deshaun Watson, but they do have their second round pick, and there are a couple of guys that they can keep an eye on in the early second round. So the first guy I want to talk about is Zay Flowers. This is a guy per the Draft Network that can attack every area of the field. You want to get the ball quick to him in space, let him work after the catch. He can do that, but he can also beat you over the top. And when you look at his comp, it's Tyler Lockett. Think about the areas where you see Lockett really play well. That is the deep crossing routes over the middle, the go balls over the top, all the things that we know Watson can really do. And if you want to truly unleash his potential, this could be a receiver that would be a great fit for the Browns. The second name to talk about is Jalin Hyatt. Not as well-rounded as Zay Flowers, but this is a guy that can definitely give you the vertical element to your offense to take the top off of the defense. And we know that Watson's got that ability to buy time and also hit the deep shot. And get this, folks, his comp is none other than Will Fuller. We have seen Deshaun Watson make magic with Will Fuller, so that makes Jalin Hyatt another name to consider at the beginning of the second round.
There you have it, our suggestions for getting the Browns back on the good foot in 2023. You can check it out at fantasylife.com, but we want to hear from you. How do you think the Browns should turn things around? Let us know in the comments section below.